Our global population is skyrocketing thanks to advances in the agricultural industry as well as in modern medicine. Thanks to many dedicated scientists around the globe, we have made progress and found ways to feed ourselves more sustainably. We'll be exploring some of the latest innovations in eco-friendly farming and talking about Walmart's investment in the vertical farming startup Plenty. Stay tuned to find out which rooftop greenhouse company to watch in 2022. First up, how long have people been farming? Approximately 10,000 years ago, humankind made the critical decision to take fate into their own hands. For most of human history, we've relied on our environment to keep us alive. We followed herds of animals to ensure a consistent food source, and we set up camp by bodies of water. When people discovered agriculture, it changed the course of human history forever. We started to build permanent settlements and work the soil to grow edible plants from seed. We also made enclosures to have animal products on hand at any given time. And we began to care for and breed the wild animals we once pursued through the wilderness. These innovations led to a population boom, longer lifespans, and allowed people to settle into and develop their diverse cultures. The world today is straining to feed our planet of nearly 8 billion people. Times it feels like cities are bursting at their seams. We have no choice but to look at more efficient and sustainable methods of farming. This has led traditional farming practices to give way to many new innovative technologies that are changing agriculture for the better. What is hydroponics? One way that consumers and everyday people are trying to do their part is by switching to a plant-based or mostly plant-based diet. However, the greenhouse gas emissions required to transport fruits and vegetables halfway across the world are cause for concern. Certain problematic crops require massive amounts of water, like the almond trees in California. Many agronomists are working hard to do two things: use the least amount of water and energy to grow food as possible, and also bring the crops themselves closer to the center of population. One of the most widely adopted methods of farming in recent years is hydroponics. Hydroponic crops are crops grown without soil and instead are propagated in a water-based nutrient solution. This method actually uses less water than traditional farming, creates fewer emissions, uses less space, and the plants actually have higher yields and grow much more quickly. With many different fruits and vegetables thriving in this kind of environment, it's likely that you have already bought some hydroponically grown lettuce or peppers from the grocery store. Aeroponics versus aquaponics. While much of the technology used in hydroponic greenhouses has been developed in the last 100 years, its roots go back much further than that. There's evidence of Chinese cultures practicing hydroponics in the 13th century, and even images in ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs that indicated that they had discovered this approach to agriculture as well. Another method that's making its resurgence today is aquaponics, which refers to the practice of growing plants in water alongside fish. Hardy species like tilapia and carp are most often used as they require very little to survive and will thrive in the absence of predators. The waste generated by the fish is used as fertilizer for the plants, which also enables the cultivation of crops using fewer resources. This has been practiced for centuries in China, where schools of fish live in rice paddies and even amongst vegetables and fruit trees. So far, all of these methods require a significant amount of water. It is possible to grow plants without water entirely and reduce our consumption even more. Well, believe it or not, there is a new advanced form of hydroponics called aeroponics that aims to do just that. Aeroponics is essentially growing plants in midair. All plants require at least some water to survive, just like everything else on Earth, so this method uses mist to deliver moisture to the plant's exposed roots. If you're curious about which eco-friendly farm we think is going to dominate the market in 2022, stick around. What is vertical greenhouse? All these innovations are allowing farmers to bring food closer to metropolises by making it possible to grow plants using minimal space. Vertical farming, which is the practice of growing crops in vertically stacked layers, was proposed as a solution to food deserts and world hunger. In 1999, Dixon Despomier of Columbia University came up with a vertical farming design with his students that would end up popularizing the idea. Their design was a 30-story skyscraper that would be able to feed 50,000 people. And although a project of that magnitude has yet to be built, the idea has been expanded on and refined in the years since. At this current moment, there are only about 30 hectares of vertical farming land in the world, but with recent developments in the farming industry, that is set to change very soon. Walmart invests in Plenty, vertical farming startup. Walmart is the largest company in the world by revenue, even before Amazon. It is also the #1 grocery retailer in the United States by far, which has a population of nearly 330 million. Recent statistics show that over 100 billion pounds of food is wasted each year in the US alone. This equates to a shocking 40% of all food produced in the country. In an attempt to reduce their environmental impact, Walmart has developed various recycling and waste minimizing programs over the years. One of the most recent developments in their attempt to modernize is the acquisition of shares in the vertical farming startup Plenty. They are the first major US retailer to significantly invest in the technology. Once the deal goes through, they'll have a member on Plenty's board of directors. At Walmart, we're focused on identifying and investing in innovative food solutions to bring our customers the freshest, highest quality foods at the best prices, said Walmart official Charles Redfield in a statement. We believe Plenty is a proven leader in a new era of agriculture, one that offers pesticide-free, peak flavor produce to shoppers every day of the year. This partnership not only accelerates agricultural innovation, but reinforces our commitment to sustainability by delivering a new category of fresh that's good for people and the planet. Why choose Plenty? In 2020 alone, 74 new vertical greenhouse companies emerged worldwide, with many companies to choose from. Why did Walmart decide to invest in Plenty? There are many competitors in the United States alone, such as App Harvest and Gotham Greens. Founded in 2014, scientists at Plenty have had time to develop and hone their practices. They've shown the most consistency across the board when it comes to crop variation and high yields. First greenhouse of the California-based company is located in San Francisco, with a second greenhouse currently under construction in Compton. Once completed, it will be the world's most productive vertical indoor farm. It's almost entirely automated, with the lighting and water systems controlled digitally. There are even robots that plant, feed, and harvest the crops to try to eliminate the need for hard and potentially dangerous human labor. Founder Nate Manzanon was inspired to start Plenty after he was deeply affected by Al Gore's An Inconvenient Truth. I spent 5 years in which my main goal was finding a company that I felt could truly transform how we use and think about water, food, and energy sources, he said in an interview with a Stanford representative. And I was feeling frustrated that I was not seeing those truly transformational companies coming out. So I decided I wanted to build that company. Lufa Rooftop Farms and Gotham Greens. Building on this idea, another company has made headlines in recent years for their interesting take on vertical greenhouses. The Montreal-based company Lufa Farms has 4 rooftop greenhouses that supply locally grown organic produce via their delivery service. These facilities are different from most vertical greenhouses. Instead of building a tall, skyscraper-like building, these greenhouses are built on top of existing warehouses and industrial buildings. They don't require any more land to be flattened or forest to be demolished to be built. Their 15,000 square meter facility located in Ville-Saint-Laurent, Quebec, is the largest of its kind. The company can boast a wide selection of 75 varieties of fruits and vegetables, everything from eggplants to microgreens to bok choy. Many companies have followed suit since Lufa's novel idea made headlines, including the aforementioned Gotham Greens. They've quickly tried to dominate the American rooftop greenhouse market, erecting 8 facilities in the past couple of years. We think that Gotham Greens will be one to watch this year. With an ever-expanding range of facilities and catalog of products available, not only do they sell a wide variety of produce, they also manufacture tasty salad dressing, pesto, and sauces. We suspect Gotham Greens will be popping up more and more across the United States over the next little while, and possibly appearing in Canada as well. While the future of our planet may seem uncertain at times, there is reason to believe that we will overcome the challenges that are facing us today. With more and more people realizing the severity of climate change, many corporations are making the switch to more environmentally friendly practices. Let us know which companies you've been supporting as of late and what some of your favorite sustainable products are. Make sure to follow the channel for all the latest developments in the world of farming. Thanks for watching.